for his life. Authorities call the shooting a targeted workplace attack. As Today in New York's David Ushery explains, colleagues are now trying to figure out a motive for the massacre.
Anguish and heartbreak as a community gathered for a prayer service and vigil to honor the lives lost in Louisville, Kentucky, as they tried to make sense of the carnage gripping yet another American city.
Let's be clear about what this was. This was an evil act of targeted violence.
The familiar terror unfolding as people were just going about their day. A lone gunman opened fire inside this Old National Bank.
This was terrifying. It was terrifying.
Officers on the scene within 3 minutes. Investigators say this was not a random act.
White male who was employed at Old National Bank. His weapon of choice was a rifle.
Authorities identified the 25-year-old shooter as Connor Sturgeon, who died at the scene in a shootout with police. He live-streamed the rampage, according to investigators who executed a search warrant on his home. The victims range in age from 40 to 64, including 63-year-old Thomas Elliott, the bank's senior VP and a friend of Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear.
Tommy Elliott helped me build my law career, helped me become governor, gave me advice on being a good dad.
Among the wounded, 2 Louisville Metro police officers. One, Officer Nicholas Wilt, remains in critical condition, shot in the head. J.D. Worley watched it happen in horror from his office across the street.
The other officers grabbed him and carried him off as he was unfortunately motionless. Never could have fathomed I would ever see something like this happen.
Kentucky's governor praising police who raced to confront the gunman and asking for time to grieve.
It seems like we argue so much in this country, so much anger. But I still believe that love and compassion and humanity can lead us to a better place. Now, this is hard. It's really hard.
David Ushery, Today in New York.
Well, just 11 days into April, the shooting in Kentucky marks the 15th mass shooting this month, the 146th this year in this country, according to the Gun Violence Archive.
4:06 right now. Developing now in New Jersey, the history